My question pertains to health insurance reimbursement. I have a C Corp and an S Corp. So right off the bat, we already know that we're dealing with the difference between S Corp and C Corp when it comes to reimbursing. I pay myself a modest income, more than likely out of the S Corp. I qualify for a subsidy of $125 per month, and I'm assuming that's on the marketplace.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so leaving me to pay $386 for my health insurance. You may want to look at some of the faith-based plans. They're even less than that. Can I reimburse myself from my C Corp out of pocket premium? I pay Blue Cross Blue Shield and able to write it off from the C Corp. So the answer is it depends. First off, you can't have any employees in any of these companies other than yourself and a partner. So if it's you and it's just you, nobody else, then the answer is yes. If it's you and a spouse, the answer is yes. If it's you and a partner, the answer is yes, because technically you don't have to comply with the ACA. If you go above that, then you're in ACA territory and you're going to have to provide minimum coverage, although the Department of Labor and the IRS don't agree on this, and there's a bunch of stuff going back and forth, and they have this weird, you know the term for it, less than 50 employees. What do they call that?
Oh, they called it the small business exception, or
it's some goofy thing where they actually, I thought it had like QWERTY. I always think of QWERTY because of the keyboard, but it's some weird qualified this, that, or the other. What the point is that if it's really tough to get coverage if you have less than 10 employees.
Yeah.
And you can't like it, and you're supposed to be getting that coverage to qualify for ACA. So if it's just you, we don't have to worry about that because you're exempt. And then you can write off out of your C Corp. It can reimburse you anything that comes out of your pocket for premiums, co-pays, deductibles, non-covered, whatever. If it has to do with with health and the fixing your body or keeping your body healthy, then chances are it's going to be deductible. And especially if a doctor prescribes it or if you're under the care of a medical professional. That's really the only way I know of you can write off like club membership dues if they prescribe it, you know. But
yeah, the only issue about writing off the out-of-pocket expense is we really don't know what your credit's going to be until we complete your 1040.
mm-hmm.
So while you're getting that $125 a month subsidy, what your credit actually is could be more, it could be less than that.
Yeah.
Depending on your total income.
But we can keep your total income pretty darn low if we're reimbursing through a C Corp. So you're actually doing it right. C Corp probably manages the S Corp, have a management agreement, make sure it's in writing, make sure you're invoicing. And boy, yeah, you could do some pretty amazing things here because if there's not just the 386, but it's anything that comes out of your pocket, including the deductibles and co-pays. And
right.
Like if it's dental, shoot, they only cover about half of a procedure. So you could do some pretty amazing things with this one. So the answer is it depends on your situation. Hopefully it's just you and a spouse, and then you can do whatever you want. If it's not, then we just have to be cognizant of the fact that we have to comply with the ACA, in which case the answer is still yes, but you may have to offer that benefit to other employees. The employees that you'd have to offer the benefit to are 30 hours or greater.
Right.